So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Good morning.
Okay. So, when you hear the word evaluation, what comes to your mind in a layman's language? What comes to your mind? Feedback and relations, opinions. As per Oxford's dictionary, evaluation means an opinion formed based on the amount, quality or value of something after carefully thinking about it. So since our childhoods, we have received so many evaluations. People telling that, oh, your maths is not so good. I think you should take arts. Oh, and the most awaited question. You have already crossed 25 years. So much of age. Now it's time for you to get married. These are evaluations. But how evaluation in Toastmaster actually different from those evaluations which we receive in our day-to-day life. In Toastmasters, we actually evaluate to elevate. To elevate what? Can anyone tell? Whom we elevate with our evaluations? Yes. We evaluate the speaker's public speaking skills. We help the evaluator to take one step forward, to move one step ahead with our evaluation. That's why in Toastmasters, evaluations are always focused on motivating and supporting a speaker so that he would be able to inculcate those feedbacks in a positive way. We always have feedback in a positive way to motivate the speaker. This is how evaluation in Toastmasters is different. And for the benefit of guests, like you have seen, Toastmaster Manav gave the speech and Toastmaster Sushant came and evaluated his speech. So he is the evaluator. He gives this feedback by carefully observing it. So this is what evaluation in Toastmaster means. Now, how do we do evaluation? Anyone would like to comment on it? How do we do evaluation? So, let me tell you. So there are 3 steps. First is before the speech. The work of evaluators starts even before the speaker comes on stage. You have seen that Toastmaster Sushant and Toastmaster Roshan came before the speaker came. They narrated the speech objectives. So one of the criteria of being an evaluator, first you have to know what are the speech objectives of the speaker. It's not that you directly come on the stage. And second thing is, before coming on the stage, before evaluation, you should interact with your speaker. That what are the areas in which that particular speaker wants to improve. The evaluator can also focus on those areas so it can help the speaker. Now, in the meeting, second step. After coming to the meeting, how the evaluator works. When you come in the meeting and the speaker starts speaking, from then the speaker's work starts. And how you can evaluate during this time. So first thing is being in present. Many a time it happens with us that the speaker might be speaking and we are in the pressure that we have to now go on stage and we have to evaluate. And at that moment, we lost the connect. We lost that what the speaker is saying. So first thing is, don't take pressure. Take it lightly and just listen to the speaker carefully first. Half of your problem will be solved by then. If you don't listen to the speaker carefully, you will fumble, you will lose the track. So this is one of the main criteria. Now second thing, what evaluator does is using the approach. Which approach to use? So anyone please can tell me like what are the 2 approaches in Toastmasters we use to evaluate the speeches? CRC. So what is CRC? Commendations, recommendations and then again commendations. And what is CRS is? Commendation, recommendation and then summarizing what we have said in commendation and recommendation. So in generally, in contests and in championships, the most usable approach is CRS approach: commendation, recommendation, and summarization. So, how first-time beginner evaluators can start? So, they have to note down the recommendations and commendation during the speech. For that, they can use a two-way flow. So, when the speaker comes on stage, before that they can, divide the page into two. On the right side, they can write commendations, that is positives of the speech. On the left side, they can write the recommendations, the areas on which the speaker can improve. And the most important thing is you have to note down the words and the highlighted areas where the speaker has said. Without applying your mind, just whatever the speaker has said, write it in 1 or 2 lines. So let's say the speaker has said there was a huge difference between his income and my income. It's like elephant and rat. You can see that it's a highlight. Just note down it in 1 or 2 words so that you can recall it while you will be on stage. And while you will be giving evaluation on voice modulation, you can use that example. So that is the one thing. Now, what comes to your mind that how many commendation and recommendation should we give? So, generally it is advisable that you give 2 or 3 commendations. So, when you are using CRC approach, give 2 commendations in the beginning, give 2 or maximum 3 recommendations. Don't go above that. Don't give 4 recommendations, 5 recommendations. Just give 2 or 3 important recommendations. And next is, again you can give 1 commendation, and if you are using CRS approach, you can give 2 commendations in the beginning, give 2 or maximum 3 recommendations in the recommendation section, and then come the summarization. You have to summarize what you have said, commendation and recommendation. So now moving on, that when you have written your commendations and recommendations, so before going on stage, what you can do is you can rank your commendation and recommendation. So let's say the speaker was very good in using his body language. So you can mark it as rank 1. When you will be coming on stage, you will keep your best foot forward first. You will start with the commendations of vocal variety while giving your commendation. And let's say the speaker was using voice modulation, but it was not that up to mark, but it was a commendation. So you can keep it on 3rd, like rank it. What was the best, then what was good, what was fair. Similarly goes with the recommendations. Give first important recommendation which speaker needs to improve first. Give it first with examples. Now you have ranked, you have written the commendations, recommendations. Another thing you have to do is give opening and closing remark. In Toastmasters, we use sandwich approach. So what is sandwich? We have a bun above, and then here at the bottom, and in between there are sauces, there are vegetables or whatever, tomato, cabbage, and anything. So just like you have to give evaluation. Start it on a positive note, end it on a positive note, in between gives commendations, recommendations and suggestions. Now the third part is delivery part. First 2 parts are before the speech. You have to note down the objective and what are the areas on which the speaker wants to improve. Second is how to go through while the speaker is on the stage. How to note down your commendations and recommendations. Now third part is delivering this evaluation speech. Whenever you are coming on stage for delivering your evaluation speech, start it with an opening remark. And opening remark should be positive. Try to come on a higher note. Let's say the speaker Atul was there. So if I would be the evaluators, instead of directly coming and giving commendation, I will say, just raise your hands if you went in nostalgia up and you were able to think about your dreams, which you were thinking to fulfill in your life in future. Toastmaster Atul took us on a journey that how the life dreams never die and it keeps on moving. He started narrating his story. In this way, we can move on to commendations. Instead of just coming on the stage and narrating the commendation, first give an opening remark. Similarly goes with the closing remark. Always end the evaluation on a positive note, on a higher note. Always summarize it and motivate the speaker. Don't give your evaluation looking at the speaker all the time. We don't give evaluation on a second person. We give evaluation in third person. It is a performance. It's not a one-to-one speaking. So whenever we are giving evaluation, we have to maintain eye contact. I think the speaker should have maintained a great body language by using this hand gesture or that hand gesture. Don't you think that the speaker's voice modulation when he said auto was up to mark? In this way, you are engaging the audience. You are not just talking to the speaker. Now comes the most critical part, that how to give recommendation, summarization in those 2 to 3 minutes. So generally for evaluation, we get 2 to 3 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. So when you are giving your opening remark, try to keep it in 1 line, 1 or 2 lines. Just 1 or 2 lines, that's it. Then start with your commendation. Always give your commendation which you think is your best strength, which you think you can narrate it very well. First start with it. And then give only 2 commendations, 2 or 3 commendations are enough. So by what time you should complete your commendations? So by the time green card is out, 1.5 minutes. Green card comes up at 2 minutes, but you should prepare yourself that by the time 1.5 minutes, I will complete my commendations. And instead of, so when suppose there are 2-3 commendations, don't go in details for every commendation. Let's say there are 3 commendations. Give 2 commendations in detail and third one on a lighter note. That the body language was good. Give example. Second, the voice modulation was good. The speaker used a high pitch, low pitch. Give example. And third, the transitions of the speaker were very well so that the audience could able to read. And then move on to the recommendation. So while moving on to the recommendation, don't directly jump to the recommendation. You can use positive words. Don't say that the speaker should not do this. Instead say that the speech could have been elevated. It could have been a wonderful speech from a great speech if the speaker has used this kind of hand gestures. If the speaker has divided its speech into phases, starting from the storytelling, from his school days, coming on to the college days. In this way, the audience would be able to understand better. So these are some of the ways to come to commendations. Now, coming to the recommendations. So recommendations start after the green card. Again goes with the recommendation. Give your first 2 recommendation. It's not necessary if there is 3, 4, 5 recommendations in the speech. You are going to tell everything. Just give 2 or 3 recommendations depending upon the time. Let's say the speaker has to work on pauses first and the speaker is on level 3. Give the pauses recommendation first. That while the speaker said that he was going from the jungle and just reached the hotel, he should have taken a pause so that audience would know that he has shifted from the road and now he has entered the hotel room and interacting with the manager. He could have explained it. Now he could have moved to second recommendation. And third recommendation, the least important or the not important, least in order. Next is summarization. So by the time yellow card is come, which is about 2.5 minutes. From then onwards, you should try summarizing your recommendations and move on to summarization. Now in summarization part, you cannot tell anything new. If you have given commentations on body language and vocal variety and given recommendation on pauses and transitions, then summarize it. You can say that I felt that the speaker has a great command over vocal variety. He used high and low pitches in his speech. He has a great usage of body language and hand gestures. But I felt that if the speaker could have worked on pauses, it could be a great speech, and I know the speaker can work upon it and unearth his potential. In this way, we end the speech, evaluation speech, on a positive note. And we summarize what we said, and summarization is one of the main criteria of evaluation. We should, every time we come on stage, we should summarize to end it and give it a proper structure. So anyone have any question regarding this?
The only thing that I want to ask is the limit in which you can comment somebody. Like, even though suppose that I am completely like against the speaker, the manner in which he or she is presented, and
Yes.
I am not able to find any commentation to give.
Yes, so it happens many a time that we cannot find commentations because we have made a perspective in our mind that public speaking is all about using good body language, vocal variety. So let's say someone is a new speaker, an icebreaker speech. It's his or her first speech. She didn't use body language, vocal variety. Talking about my first speech, I gave my first speech standing in one position at one place and narrated the whole story. But when we talk about evaluation in Toastmasters, it's about emotional value addition we give to the speaker. So if you cannot find any commendation, first you can relate it with the speech objective. So let's say the speaker's speech objective is to introduce herself or himself to the crowd. Whether the speaker would be able to justify it, whether I narrated my own story, it's itself a commendation. Even in my speech, I took only one step. In my whole icebreaker speech, I took one step this. And this, my evaluator commented on it. So it helps the speaker to get motivated. You cannot say you never find any commendation. Sometimes I have seen evaluators saying that I could not find any recommendation in the speaker's speech. But it's not the criteria. Maybe there is something that is best, but still it can become outstanding by taking some things. Like I have used the props. You can tell me that instead of taking it in this way, I could have used it this way. This is also a recommendation. Even experienced speakers does that.
But how to make sure that it does not seem to be a false? Many times people also go beyond, like, you was awesome, you were this, that.
So
One has to know that.
yes, in Toastmaster we give feedback to suggest, not to flatter someone. Whenever we are doing evaluation, we should be genuine enough. We cannot just say that speaker's voice modulation was outstanding. We can say that speaker tried the voice modulation in this way and it's itself a commendation. I'm not saying he did it very well. I said speaker tried the voice modulation in this speech and it was a great try. You can say it positively. It's about words, how you use your words.
If the speaker has tried to do something and like if a person has tried to hand gesture or not do it properly, so we can comment him on that, right? Yes, right. So it is also a commendation.
Yes, sometimes it's a commendation, but we see that sometimes we cannot see the naturality in the speech. The speaker is using hand gestures. In one of my speeches, I tried to use the hand gestures, but they were not looking natural to the audience. So I received the feedback that yes, you they were really good. But you cannot eliminate that there was nothing good. When the speaker is coming, he could have done his homework as well. Whether it's for writing a speech, whether trying something new is also a commendation. So in one of the speech, the speaker was at level 3. He gave the speech and he was interacting with the audience. Now he interacted with the audience, he asked question, but he does not conclude it, what he said. So at level 3, I gave him recommendation that whenever you are interacting with the audience, try to have control over it and conclude it. What do you want to derive from the conversation? On the other hand, if it would be a speaker who would be at level project 2, level 1 or project 3, I could have used it as a commendation that yes, the speaker tried to interact with the audience. So in this way, it also depends upon level to level and project to project. Yes.
If a speaker has not met his objective, also the group met also done a way to set this thing.
Yes. So that is one of the main points that whenever the purpose of the speech that I said before speech was to know the objective of the speech. If the speaker is meeting the objective of the speech, then it's a commendation. If it's not meeting the objective of the speech, it's a recommendation. Like Toastmaster Sushant when came on the stage, he said that the objective of the Toastmaster Manav speech is to write a speech and narrate a storytelling. And I will be evaluating on that parameter also. So whenever the speaker comes with some objective with project, we should always tell that yes, the speaker met the speech objectives or not. Whether it's a commendation, recommendation or a suggestion, but it's an important point whether he met the speech objectives or not. It's very important. So let's say Toastmaster Atul came and spoke. The evaluator should have told that whether he met the speech objectives or not. It is very important for the speaker to know. So I think when we come on the stage for evaluation, we should be maintaining eye contact. Another point is we should not give generic statements. Generic statements like it was a very good speech. Why it was a very good speech? We should tell it that yes, the speaker wrote it this way, whether he used body language. Try to justify what you are saying. Just don't say that speaker's voice modulation was not good. Why it was not good? Whether he was speaking on the same pace, whether the pitch was too high, volume was low, what was the criteria on which he should improve. Don't give generic commendations and recommendations. Specify it with in-depth analysis and give examples of it.
Like as a evaluator while using CRS or CRC approach, what is the best way to evaluate to summarize the evaluation? Suppose I am using CRS approach. I gave a recommendation. How can I summarize that evaluation?
So to summarize the evaluation, don't include anything new in it. Whatever you have said in commendation and recommendation, just combine it in 1 or 2 lines and present it. Just like the speaker has the great ability of using its hand gestures and maintaining the eye contact with the audience, but I think if he can work upon its pauses, voice modulation, he would be able to take his speech on another level. And I know the speaker has this kind of ability, and I wish all the very best to the speaker. This way we can summarize it. So I think I have already taken so much of time and exceeded it, but I hope I will be able to clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.